Peace Collective. What is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here and for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, as you can tell by the title, we're going to get into a really quick deep dive today regarding Kendrick Lamar and how he's feeling, what's to come now that we are post Superbowl. Okay, if you guys are interested in readings that look more into celebrity culture, music, entertainment industry, I've got an entire playlist already curated. It's called the Deep Dive series, and that's where you can find more readings just like this one. If you guys are interested in personal readings, I do offer them. All the information is going to be in the description box down below, like always. Just as a quick disclaimer, you guys, this channel is not specific to any particular zodiac sign. Each and every zodiac sign is welcomed here with open arms. Everything in this reading is for entertainment purposes only, and everything that I say is alleged until proven otherwise, okay? This is not a fan page, a stan page, or anything of the sort, okay? So please keep it respectful in the comments if you guys can help it, with me and with other people who may decide to share their thoughts and opinions, okay? But yeah, we're gonna just get right into this. Again, I just want to do a quick check-in, a tap-in, just to see how Kendrick is feeling after the whole Super Bowl. I did a reading on him maybe a couple of weeks ago before the Super Bowl, so I don't want to say like his energy wasn't in the greatest place, but it seemed to be in a it wasn't in the place that one would expect it to be. After winning 5 Grammy Awards, doing the Super Bowl, right? The biggest stage on the planet, damn near, okay? It's not as at ease and as excited and so chipper about all of this going on as, again, one may expect. So now that the Super Bowl is over, how did you guys feel about it? If you caught the halftime show, did you guys enjoy it? Did you think it was fun? Did you think it was boring? Did you get the messages? Personally, like, I'm a fan of Kendrick, so I knew I was going to enjoy the performance regardless, but I honestly did not want him to perform Not Like Us. Like, I would have been so okay not hearing that song. I like it, but I don't think it was really necessary. But, you know, you had one of the biggest songs in the country. Of course you're going to play the song, right? But I do enjoy how he teased at it a little bit throughout the performance a few times. I enjoyed Samuel L. Jackson and his addition to the show, okay? I really, really liked that, him portraying Uncle Sam. I thought that was really cool. The whole play on like the PlayStation controller and his life being controlled by the people watching and all of that. It was interesting. I got the message. I don't think the message really flew over too many people's heads. If you did, then it's probably just something you need to watch maybe once or twice, like 1 or 2 more times, right? But I don't think the messages or the Easter eggs were that difficult to grasp. And another thing I will say, I was not expecting him to name drop Drake or anything like that. I figured they would bleep out the PDF file part, but I'm honestly really surprised, because in the reading that I did with him a couple of weeks ago, it came out that he really didn't want to do the song, but I feel like it was already in the contract, you know, before getting all the stage design and production going. It was already in the contract, I feel like, and I do feel as though he really didn't want to do that song. But I felt like the choreography is with Kendrick, it's always very sharp, always very clean, very precise, and I enjoyed that a lot. I also enjoyed the fact that it wasn't all of his big pop hits or the songs that only like middle America would know. It was really more so like, hey, like, this is the GNX album. This is what I have coming up on this tour. And again, with the choreography and the stage setup, there was a message, a story behind it, you know. Even how he had the songs in order, the order of the music, you know. I thought it was very well put together. I just don't, I thought it was a little distasteful, and I really didn't like the whole, calling out Drake thing. I didn't like that. I was surprised he performed Euphoria. I was happy to hear that. Euphoria, I think, is really the elite this song out of all of them. But I digress, okay? I just wanted to check in and see what was going on with his energy after the Super Bowl. But yeah, if you guys want to timestamp this reading, please feel free. You are more than welcome to. I just want to give my thoughts and opinions really quick on the show itself. Oh, and another thing I will say. Do you guys honestly feel like Lil Wayne would have done like any better? Not to diminish Lil Wayne, but I honestly, I think Lil Wayne is probably like one of the better rappers that we have still alive. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't think that it would have been as uniform, as precise, as clean and sharp the way Kendrick did. And whether it was Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Young Money up there, or Kendrick Lamar, the audience that the Super Bowl brings, I don't think it would have sat well with that particular audience, no matter which one of those people were up there. Again, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, Kendrick, it could have been either one of them. I just don't think that, this is no shade, but I don't think that, middle-aged, very wealthy, rich, white people that are at the Super Bowl, right? Because you got to think about it, those tickets are not $100, $200, $300. People are spending thousands of dollars to be there at the Super Bowl for the most part. So I just don't think the audience that the Super Bowl necessarily attracts in person at the game would have necessarily been so hunky-dory about a Kendrick Lamar's type of performance, especially with the messages that were in there, right? A Nicki Minaj, again, a Lil Wayne. It's not that people don't like these people, but again, the audience that the Super Bowl brings, okay? I just don't think it would have translated properly either way. The middle-aged, wealthy, rich white people that were buying Super Bowl tickets, I don't think they would have liked the performance either way, no matter who the fuck was up there, if it was, as cultured as it was. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, if you want to timestamp this reading, please feel free. We're going to just jump right into this. I'm going to make this very short and sweet and to the point. But Spirit, please give us some clear and concise messages regarding Kendrick's energy post-Super Bowl. Please give us Kendrick's energy post-Super Bowl and how he's feeling now that it's over, please. Thank you. Okay, you have possibilities here. Okay, it says follow your dreams, make up your mind, and believe in yourself. So obviously I feel like this was probably one of his biggest dreams come true, okay, performing at the Super Bowl with this card saying follow your dreams. So let's see. Why is this here, please? I'm sure it would be for anybody, right, to be center stage at the Super Bowl. Suffering in silence. Wow. Okay, unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. Interesting. Yeah, so it's kind of giving like this is a dream come true. I'm very grateful for this opportunity, but what comes along with it, I don't think he's the biggest fan of, And I said you guys can rewatch my Kendrick update from a couple of weeks ago. I kind of said the same thing. Why is this here, please? Salty. Look at this. Bitter, angry, and petty. Now, I will say, okay, Kendrick is very fucking petty. Yes, very petty. And I think it's very well known that he's very well calculated. He doesn't just do things just to be doing it. It's not just throwing darts at a wall and hoping something sticks. It's very calculated. It's very particular how he does things. So yes, this was very fucking petty. But I'm asking his energy post the Super Bowl, how he's feeling now. Salty, bitter, and upset. Wow. Let's see, why is this here? Nightlife. You have striptease, gamble, and Vegas. So this I feel like he took a risk with performing that song. And the first card here does say make up your mind and believe in yourself. So I feel like, again, I don't think he really wanted to do that song. I really don't. Like he knew it was a gamble. And I just feel like he almost kind of knew what the feedback would be like in a way. after performing, it's very mixed. I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews, and I'm the type of person where it's like I'm not just, you know, looking at the most recent Twitter post with a million likes. I'm going through the comments on the YouTube video, like on the halftime show, going underneath like the post and all of that. I like to actually read and see what people are saying that are not just, you know, the most popular tweets or posts or comments. I kind of like to fish a little bit. So I've been seeing a lot of mixed reactions. I'm not seeing more one than the other personally. But I do feel like he is seeing it, and it's almost like he knew that it would be a lot of mixed reactions. I'm hearing something about like the right people, that like whoever is upset or salty about the show is exactly who was supposed to be salty or upset about the show. Does that make sense? So it's like whoever's nerve he was trying to strike, it was like, I'm hearing like mission complete, and it's not Drake. It's not him at all. I think he really wanted to trigger again that middle, you know, all American type of crowd, if you guys understand what I'm saying. Okay. The president was in attendance. I don't think a president has ever attended the Super Bowl, at least not that I'm aware of. Okay, please correct me if I'm wrong. So I think what he was doing, again, it got the right people feeling some type of way, is kind of what I'm getting here. Can we get one more of these, please? Ooh. What is this? Today, yeah, good vibes now and in the moment. So, yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's like salty. It's like he's not mad about that, like people being upset. I just feel like he didn't want to do that song just in general because it came with a lot more than he expected. And I did a reading on Kendrick, like I said, maybe a couple weeks ago and maybe 2 months ago. And I don't think that he expected Not Like Us to blow up the way that it did. I really, really don't. Nobody did. It kind of just blew up, you know? And it's funny because I find it interesting that, look at this, Archangel Michael is here. So protection, prevented from harm, and divine intervention. I find it interesting that, you know, the lawsuit with Drake and all of that is kind of centering around Not Like Us. When, if you guys heard Meet the Grams, I mean, I feel like that was worse. He didn't necessarily call him a PDF file, but he called out the industry in general, like how the industry is on some weird type of time. Some of these artists are here to police the weird stuff going on. He literally said he thought that Drake should die, okay, on Meet the Grams. So I'm surprised that song's not in the damn lawsuit, honestly, but I think that he assumed that would be like the nail in the coffin, not the Not Like Us song. Wow. Yep, Archangel Michael here. Prevented from harm and divine intervention. Yeah. You have intimacy, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. Okay, and at the bottom I have shattered. It says broken, nightmare, and failures. Wow. It seems like very mixed. Very mixed. Like he's trying to stay in the moment and appreciate it for what it was. But I do feel like there's something here, like an underlying underneath that. It's like, I want to enjoy this moment more than I actually am. You know, it says mutual respect, unity, and closeness. I feel like this was a very intimate experience for him. Or maybe even just the process doing this was very intimate for him. It's like, this holds a very special place in his heart, but at the same time, again, in the same breath, it's like, I don't know, it's like he's happy with it, but they're not really. I don't know how to explain it, guys. It's kind of hard to explain. Again, very mixed emotions is kind of what I'm feeling here. But let's see. I'm gonna use the Panther Oracle and get a couple of these really quick. What's Kendrick's energy now that the Super Bowl is over? Oh, wow, bully. That's funny. It says embarrassment. Wow. Gossip and unwillingness. So when somebody is unwilling to do something, I'm telling you, I don't think he really wanted to do that song for real. And I think that's why he teased it a couple of times the way that he did in the middle of the performance before he actually did the song, to kind of let people know, like, yeah, like I was pondering about this. Like, I didn't want to do it, but I'm going to do it because I have to. That's kind of what I'm hearing. Yeah, he felt like he had to. Embarrassment. And then you have gossip. So he knows people are talking about him online, and he knew he was going to be the next big thing on the internet once it was over. And you have bully here. Interesting. Stubbornness is showing up. Okay, it says, what does this say? Oh, selfness, mullish attitude, and arrogance. He's trying to block it out. That's why it's like he's trying to live in the moment for real with this today energy, good vibes. He's trying to live in the moment and block out the negativity. But, you know, if you have social media on your phone the day after the Super Bowl, it's going to show up no matter what. You know what I mean? So I feel like with the stubbornness, he's really just trying to block out the naysayers and block out the people laughing at him. And look at this. You know, again, no shade, not to make this a race thing. Kendrick knew exactly what he was doing. And again, the people that he wanted to piss off and kind of poke a bear with is what I'm getting here. It was the right people that got pissed off. And you see on this bully card, the girl in the middle is a black girl. Then you have the two white girls laughing at her. You know? And again, it's like, what did I say way earlier? Like that middle America, all American white audience that is, again, in a much different tax bracket than a lot of the country when they go to the Super Bowl, right? The Super Bowl tickets are not fucking cheap. That whole experience is not cheap. So I'm not saying that your everyday commoner could never do the Super Bowl. That's not what I'm saying. But if you get what I'm saying, you get it. That audience, okay, they did not enjoy that. They didn't really enjoy it, okay? But for the culture and the people that rock with Kendrick, or the people that understand, okay, I'm hearing understood the assignment. I don't even talk like that, but understood the assignment is what I'm hearing. It's like he did it for them. Like he wasn't doing it for them, is what I'm hearing here, okay? And I think that's fair, and I think that's something he always really stays true to, whether you like him or not. It's like, whether it's these contracts, you know, the industry people, these vultures in the game, he always tries to do his best. He always tries his best, to really like make it about where he's from, or make it about black and brown people, just the culture of hip hop. So like, him not doing his hits and the songs that everybody may know was on purpose. Even if he did perform the songs that everybody may know, maybe like the I don't know, like Loyalty or Money Trees, okay, like the Good Kid, Mad City album. I feel like that audience that the Super Bowl brings, especially there in live action in person at the stadium, they still wouldn't have really rocked with it anyway. I feel like, you know. Let's see. Good news is showing up. Okay, it says encouragement, miracle, and surprise. So it's like, yeah, it's like you're trying to be like weed out the naysayers, weed out the negativity, and stay focused on the positive. But I can see how it's really hard to do that. So he could have people around him trying to encourage him, like, yo man, like you did a great job, you know, like not everybody can do this, you did amazing, you know, where people try to just keep you uplifted when you may be in a moment of feeling defeat or sadness, you know. And then you have, look, loneliness here, dullness, disappointment, and isolation. I mean, granted, he isolates a lot. I always get that with him. Like, he isolates a lot. I feel like when he went backstage, he was out like a light. He was out of there. You know, said my hi and byes, gave my high fives, and I'm gone like a thief in the night, you know. But yeah, I feel like this is very difficult for him to just kind of accept, like, because there's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes that you know the general public would never know or understand. So he's very conflicted with this, is what I'm getting. Very conflicted. Let's see. What energy is he in at this time now that the Super Bowl is over? Another thing I will say too is, again, with the middle America, all American type of audience, you know, that may attend the Super Bowl. What about when like J-Lo and Shakira did it? I mean, granted, they are really big pop artists, right? Shakira is one of the biggest in the world as well, but they were up there singing in Spanish. So I kind of get the same vibe. It's like they weren't too pleased with that, and it was a lot more, nakedness and booty shaking in the J-Lo and Shakira performance. This Kendrick performance was a lot more put together. People were wearing clothes, everything was covered up. So I saw people online appreciating that. It was actually appropriate, for the mainstream television. But yeah, J-Lo and Shakira were up there singing in fucking Spanish. So it's like the same audience that wouldn't appreciate a Kendrick Lamar all cultural hip hop performance, they didn't appreciate the cultural performance that came from somebody like a Shakira and a J-Lo either. So it's kind of the same thing. And I don't think it's fair to base, the quality, or to say whether or not this performance was good or the worst performance on the halftime show ever, when these opinions are coming from the people that were either there in person, probably, right? Again, an audience that wouldn't have appreciated his art form or his music anyway. Same thing again with J-Lo and Shakira. It's like, how can we take opinions from people that would not have appreciated the art form regardless? I really, really, really hope that makes sense. Now, do I feel like Kendrick could have picked better songs? Yeah, of course. I feel like he could have picked better songs because, again, he has, bigger hits that are a little bit more well-known. But I do appreciate the fact that he kept it, the way he wanted to do it. It wasn't to shuck and jive for, for master or whatever. However you want to put it, okay? I hate to say it like that, but that's kind of how I'm getting it. Let me see. Why is this here, please? It's like, I'm not going to perform the songs that I know they want to hear. I'm going to perform what I want to hear. I got an album to promote, Wow. Okay, I have a couple of cards. You have alien here showing up. Okay, it says extraterrestrial, otherworldly, unknown, and cosmic. Wow, okay. Didn't he say that in one of his songs? I've seen the aliens hold hands. They want to see me do my dance. Okay, then I have samurai and martial arts master showing up here. It says honor, loyalty, katana, and warrior. And then this martial arts master, it says master, water, and profound. Yeah, so there's going to be people, that get it, and there's going to be people that don't get it, or again, don't appreciate it, don't want to hear or see that. It could have been a rock band up there, and there's still going to be a large sector of people that are going to say, well, we didn't want to see that. We didn't want to hear that, and not appreciate the art form that rock music is. As someone who loves rock music personally, I get it, I get it. I get both sides. But this is giving like, again, he stayed loyal. He stayed loyal to what he wanted to be loyal to, and that was hip hop. That was rap. Okay, he did the 1 2 1 2, the slow stuff with SZA, and if you noticed, Samuel L. Jackson, in like an interlude after SZA got off stage, he was like, "There you go. That's better. That's what the people want to hear. That's satire. If you didn't get it, that was just satire." Yeah, you got get out of this, rap hippity hoppity shit. Do the soft stuff that everybody likes. Oh, that's better. That's much more acceptable. Just for him to go back around and do more hip hop shit, So he's feeling very like, again, I'm hearing the word isolated, like an alien, just very like, I don't know how to explain this, but he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And I feel like he's confident in himself. And again, staying true to what he wanted to stay true to. But in the same breath, I do feel as though it kind of bothers him a little bit. Or he feels like a little salty or in his feelings, kind of. Because I just think, just part of him didn't even really want to like be there for real. It's like he regrets signing that deal a lot. I keep that energy with him a lot lately. It's kind of like, you didn't know the devil you were dealing with until it was too fucking late. It's kind of what I'm getting here. What is this? Can we get one more of these, please? Substitute. Oh, wow. Okay, what is this? It says replacement, impersonator, and scapegoat. Substitute. That's interesting. Why is that here? Replacement, impersonator, and scapegoat? Why is that here? Wow, this God card just came out. Okay, omniscience, and almighty. You know, and part of him could, you know, it's giving very conflicted. Like some of him feels like on top of the world with this God energy. Like I feel undefeated. I feel unstoppable. You know, and he does have angelic protection around him. I will say that Archangel Michael did show up. I feel like he's someone who prays a lot. Like he prays a lot. He's like a spiritual warrior or something like that is what I'm getting. I don't know. But he felt like on top of the world, but then it's like when you get out of that and when you go home and then you're back into your real life reality, again, you go back to this alien type of mode or being isolated, you know? I'm hearing out of place. Maybe that's what it is. Like he felt a little out of place. You know, when someone's an alien, it's like they're not from here. They do something very different or not status quo, you know? Okay. Envoy, diplomacy, ambassadors, delegation, and negotiation. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like you have angel here. I'm telling you, he's very divinely guided, very protected. So he knows exactly what he's doing. Divine wings, protection, blessing, and heavenly. Okay, with this envoy here, it's like there was a lot going on behind the scenes with this. Okay, delegation and negotiation. So again, something about like the paperwork or the contracts. Something with that is important. I think he appreciates the opportunity, but I don't think he likes the politics behind it, like at all, you know? Now, he had full control over this show is what I'm getting here. Like he didn't have to delegate with a whole lot of different people about like how he wanted this show to be. I feel like he had a lot of creative control. So I think he appreciated that, you know, having creative control over the show and again, doing exactly what he wanted to do, relaying the message, how he wanted to relay it. So he appreciates that. So I keep getting this very conflicted energy with him, you know. Anyway, let's see. Let's get into the tarot. This isn't making any sense to you guys. Leave a like on the video, okay? It's absolutely free. Let me know what you know. Let me know what you think. But yes, he is definitely very petty, but I don't think he wanted to be petty on that type of stage. It's giving like he did it because either one, he felt like he had to, or two, you know, again, that was like the biggest song in the country, so why wouldn't I play it? I just feel like it was already in the contract, but he didn't want to do the song. I keep getting that energy. Let me see. Why is this here, please? Six of Swords. What is this? In the Moon. Yeah, like hidden feelings. This can talk about maybe secrets, illusions. Okay, maybe insecurities as well. Fear, anxiety sometimes. Secrets. So if I'm asking, you know, how he's feeling after all of this, and then the Six of Swords, it's, let me see. The Six of Swords is like walking away from something that was very rough or tumultuous, going into calmer waters, peace, tranquility, you know, at least going to seek it, seeking refuge, walking away from a situation. The Tower. Wow. Fuck. We have the Seven of Swords at the bottom. Wow. I feel like he secretly feels as though, or something in his intuition, or like very underlying underneath the surface, he may feel like this could end up in like a tower moment for him or something. But why? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I told you, he feels very like conflicted or very unsure. You know, one side of him feels great about it, then the other side of him feels like, again, like this underlying energy of like uncertainty or what's going to happen next, or, you know, he wasn't sure how the public was going to receive it. But I don't think he really cared. I don't think he cared how the public received it, to be honest with you guys. I really don't think he cared. I hate to say it like that, but that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like, I'm going to do what I want to do. This opportunity was given to me, and I'm going to use, you know, what I want to do and how I want to do it on the biggest stage on earth. Like, the Tower is like divine intervention. I already saw that. This Archangel Michael card, divine intervention. I don't know why that type of vibe keeps showing up. This Tower card could talk about that as well, or something needed to crumble or fall apart in order for a new beginning or a new foundation to be built. Surprises, shocking moments, upheavals, you know, chaos a little bit. I'm hearing impending chaos. I think he's expecting some type of chaos here. And if you guys saw my other Kendrick readings, I even did one with Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar, where the energy kept coming out that something negative was going to come out about him in the media sometime after the Super Bowl. Now, the negativity that's coming out about him could just be the negative reviews, but I feel like there's something else. And I don't think it's going to be true, so keep that in mind. Okay? But there's something here like impending, I feel like, that maybe he intuitively feels is coming, but maybe divine intervention is going to take over here or something. But let's see. How is he feeling? Knight of Cups. This is someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. This is making an offer. Someone who's very genuine in their feelings a little bit. Or they like to at least take action on their feelings. So I do feel like he's going to get a lot more offers after this. Offers for what exactly? I'm not sure, of course. This could be anywhere from like endorsements, doing events and concerts. He's going on a tour. They just announced a European leg of his tour at the end of the summer. So, Nine of Swords is showing up. Stress, anxiety here. But it's like heavy is the head that wears the crown. It's like having a lot of responsibility after being on a stage like this, or after having a year like you did in 2024. It's like, you know, all these offers and things that may come in for you. Do you even want them for real? You know, because he's really not the type to do interviews like that. You know, he doesn't drop as consistently as Drake does. And I think he really like appreciates and enjoys having his creative integrity and his creative freedom to just drop whatever he wants. It's like, so I don't think he would even take another offer. Like, I don't know if like a record company or like there could be like a record company, maybe like UMG or someone here maybe want to sign him or something, or they want to try to offer him. I think he's with Interscope, but they may try to offer him another type of deal, and I don't think he wants to do that. Or it's like a lot of new offers that are going to come to him. They're going to come very fast, and it's just like, I'm seeing someone like, whoa, like pump your brakes, like slow your roll, buddy. You know, I don't think he wants all of that. He just wants to like go back into hermit mode is kind of what I'm getting here. You know, but the deals are already done. The contracts are signed. Everything's all in place. So it's like, you got to roll with the punches now at this point. Okay, how is he feeling after all of this? Queen of Wands is showing up, okay? Now, Queen of Wands is usually very confident, very sure of themselves. This is a performer, someone who gets on stage, you know, someone who's center stage, Leo energy, right? Someone who's very attractive or very magnetic energy. What is this? Queen of Swords. I'm telling you, this is hot and cold, right? The Fire Queen and the Ice Queen. It's like very conflicted. Part of him feels like a little bit, again, bitter, not too satisfied, not too happy. It's like, ugh. And the other part of him is like, I'm hearing the word like reveling in this. I don't think that's the right word. Reveling in this. It's like enjoying it, but it's like he enjoys it, but for a very short, limited amount of time. You know, like this type of stuff, I feel like it gets burnt out for him very fast, is what I'm hearing. Ace of Cups. Yeah, look, more offers, new opportunities coming in with this Ace of Cups. Wow, Four of Wands. Wow, okay, this is like a residency. I've seen like an offer for a residency because the Four of Wands can talk about like a home environment or stability, longevity. If not, like parties and celebrations, weddings and things like that, reunions. Again, I just don't think he's going to take some of these deals that are coming to him. Maybe it was in the works or in the talks, like having a residency deal somewhere, but I don't think he wants to do that, you know? Wow. A residency where? I've only ever heard of that in Vegas. I actually got a card that said Vegas earlier. So that might be something like a little further down the line in the future, but I don't think he wants to do that for real. Is what I'm seeing here. Wow, okay. Here's this. Temperance card. Came out in the reverse. I'm going to flip it up right. I really don't read reversals, but at least I'll acknowledge that it fell out in the reverse. So again, like a lack of peace, imbalance here. Again, another angel card. This is like an earth angel. So it's like he's doing what he's supposed to do with all this angelic energy showing up. I had literally a God card show up. Again, that's why I feel like he didn't want to just do a performance or do a show or perform songs that I guess you could say, quote unquote, white America wanted to hear. You know what I mean? He didn't want to do something that everybody knew he was going to do. Temperance is also like balance from a new beginning as well. Six of Cups. He's thinking about this a lot. I think he's thinking about this a lot. Six of Cups is nostalgia, things from the past, okay, memories. If not, this is like a past life, soulmate energy as well. But I think it's crazy. It's like, as I'm in his energy, it's almost as if he's saying that he's being guided or directed by like the angels or whoever he, you know, prays to. Okay, it's not giving me like anything negative. Really, again, I get very heavy like archangel, meditative vibe from him, hermit mode. Again, Archangel Michael came out. This is an earth angel here as well with this temperance card. So it's like he feels as though, even though he may not be too pleased with the feedback or too pleased with the people that he has to work with when it came to doing the Super Bowl, right? It's like he's doing whatever it is that God is telling him to do, or his angels and spirit guides. It's kind of what I'm getting at. I feel like he talks to them a lot. Just how like me and you would, you know, pray and ask for guidance and script. You know, he does the same thing. Is kind of what I'm getting here. So I'm getting this conversation where it's like, you know, I'm doing what you asked me to do, but why don't I feel happy? Like, why don't I feel good? Or why do I feel this way? Does that make sense, guys? So it's kind of like asking God. It's like, okay, I'm doing what you told me to do, but I still don't feel full. I still don't feel whole, you know? With this moon energy here, especially. Yeah, look at this Empress at the bottom. Libra, Taurus, Four of Wands, Ace of Swords. Wow. Had the Page of Cups. Oh. I'm getting something here about like a pregnancy. I hate to say that, but that's kind of what I'm hearing here with the Page of Cups and the Empress. This is giving like a pregnancy or a marriage. Now I know he has a fiance, Whitney, right? But in the last reading I did with him, they were really not in the best place. But they kind of go through that. Like they go through phases. You know, the one minute they're really, really good and the next minute they're not, but they always come back together. Like they're never going to leave each other alone. But I feel like I said something similar to this in the last Kendrick reading I did, like a pregnancy or something about like side hoes or something like that is going to come out, but it's not going to be true. Wow, this is interesting, but I'm seeing a lot of success, okay? Ace of Swords, again, more opportunities coming in, clarity, truth. And then you have the Four of Wands and the Empress. This is someone who's like sitting on their throne. So, again, he feels very like on top of the world, but it's like he doesn't want to be on top of the world. I don't really know how to explain it, guys. Like, being in his energy is kind of hard sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I feel the same way like with well, it's not hard, but it's like it's not always that easy to read. Okay, I get the same thing with like Megan Thee Stallion sometimes. Like doing readings with her, it's so hard to like grasp because it's like it's always all over the place. But with this is giving me, he's just very hard to read energetically. What is this? How's he feeling after all of this? Two of Cups is showing up. This is a card about like harmony and balance, if not partnerships. Again, I see a lot of people are going to want to work with him. He's going to be attracting in a lot of different energy, a lot of different people trying to work with him, do things with him, prop him up. And he just doesn't really want that for real. Yeah, look at this. Contracts, legalities with the Justice card. Now, this is a lot of good karma. I will say that. This is also a karmic card, the Justice card. This is a lot of good karma, but damn, it's like when you pray for something or you bite more than you can chew. Not that he can't chew it, but it's like, I don't even want to chew it anymore. Wow, it's like you ask and you shall receive, and he got everything he asked for, and it's like, I just don't think he expected to get it the way that he got it. Okay, again, off the, like, not like us, blowing up as big as it did. And then everything just kind of happened really fast, I feel like. Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is another ace. More opportunities. I'm seeing like a new partnership here with him. It's going to be a lot of different offers, but I feel like he's going to stick with maybe just one or two. I don't know exactly what it is again, guys. Of course, I don't know, but this may be something like, I don't know, like a collaboration with like the NBA or something like that. I don't know, a collaboration with like Adidas or Nike or Reebok, something like that, you know, a collaboration with an organization in his city, anything like that. But it's something to do with work and your projects, maybe a collaboration with an artist, like for a song or something. But this is giving me more so contracts and legalities, like on a bigger scale, not just a song or two. Yeah, but he's gonna have to make a choice. He's gonna have to decide. I get like very conflicted energy with him. How's he feeling after the Super Bowl performance? Seven of Cups. Yeah, did I just say? Like all over the place. A little confused, you know. He doesn't know how to feel about this. Yeah, like the money is gonna go up, but he's worked really hard for this. He feels like he put in a lot of time, a lot of effort into his work, into his craft for this, which is absolutely true. And it's crazy because he feels like he deserves it. You know, that Man at the Garden song. Most of the song is him saying, I deserve it all. So yes, he feels that way, but in turn, it's like he doesn't want what comes with some of these opportunities. Okay, like in some of these cups, that is a lot of options, but some of these cups, one has a demon in it, one has a snake, you know, the other one has like a bunch of jewels and diamonds. I feel like he is somebody who is very like sure of himself, but at the same time, he has like this internal battle between like the aesthetic part of what comes with his career and keeping the integrity and staying true to himself. He's always going to be true to himself, but I feel like, you know, the flashy things that come with the lifestyle and obviously the business that he's in, it can be very hard for him to like keep certain things at bay sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes I feel like, you know, again, getting into the ego. I feel like he has a hard time sometimes. You know, some days are better than others, obviously, I'm sure with anybody, but it's like it's like a battle between his ego and like integrity, you know, emotion and logic or something. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, they can have a pretty big ego. Wow, okay, what is this? The High Priestess, but he hides it very well. He's a very intuitive person, very spiritually inclined. I'm telling you, he's very in tune. With the moon and the High Priestess here, it's like he's damn near a psychic, I feel like, or something. Low key. And it's like he knows a lot of shit that's going on. He knows a lot that goes on behind the scenes. And that's why he detaches emotionally. Okay? Yeah, it's like, I'm going to do what I got to do. I'll do my job, and I'm getting the fuck out of there. I'm moving on, moving forward. Interesting. And the High Priestess, that's someone who, you know, they know a lot, but they don't say a whole lot. In that performance that he did, again, whether it went over people's heads or what, whether you got the message or not, the people that needed to get the message subliminally, it was it was quiet, but it was very loud to the people who needed the message, who the message was for. Okay. Interesting. Nine of Pentacles is showing up. It came out in the reverse though. I'm going to leave it upright, but it came out in the reverse. Again, maybe someone who's not all the way satisfied with what they have. You know, they make a lot of money, center stage, very good at what they do, but it's like maybe you're not satisfied with the things that you do have. You know, Nine of Pentacles is a very affluent energy, usually very independent as well. I don't want to die on that hill. I don't think Kendrick is solely, fully independent. I know he drops his music through his company, PG Lang, but they are in a partnership with Interscope. I think they have like a distribution deal or something like that through UMG, something to that extent. But he appreciates his creative integrity. And I don't think if some of these labels were to offer him a particular type of deal, they're going to offer him more money than he's ever seen in his life. And I feel like he's still going to decide to stay independent. Well, quote unquote independent, like in his own energy or again through his own label, PG Lang, you know. And I also feel like whatever he's working on or whatever he's doing like outside of this tour, it's very hush hush. It's very quiet. You know, a lot of people don't really be knowing what he's about to do. Even the people closest to him, I feel like. How's he feeling after this? The World. Yeah, he can't wait for this shit to be over. Oh my gosh. And you have the Sun and then the Lovers here. This is like making a choice or having a decision to make, okay? With the Lovers and the Sun. The Lovers is also another angel, okay? Divine intervention. An angel bringing together somebody here. Perfect divine timing, I get with that card. And you have the Sun. Okay, this is prosperity, abundance, someone being very happy. But I feel like he will be happy, like more content when he can go back into his shell, into hermit mode. You know what I'm saying? And really like disassociate. Okay, you have the World. That's like a closed out cycle. Things coming to an end. Okay, it's like a goal achieved though. This is a goal accomplished with the World. So again, one of his biggest goals was to be up there on the Super Bowl stage. Maybe not how it happened or how he got there, regarding again who he had to go through, Jay-Z, right? Working with him. He didn't really want to have to do all that, but or at least he didn't like who he was working with after it was too late. Okay. So this is a goal achieved. He's happy about that, but it seems like there's a lot of underlying like not so pleased, not so happy energy here, trying to block out the naysayers and the negativity. There was definitely like a hidden subliminal message there. Again, whoever it was for, they got the message. Okay. But yeah, I don't like this. The suffering in silence. I got salty. You know, I just feel like he really wants to go back to, again, alien, doing my own thing. and go back into hermit mode after all of this, because this is a lot for him. I don't think he's really, obviously he's like one of the biggest rappers in the world outside of 2024 and the Super Bowl. He was already one of the biggest in the world, so he's not unfamiliar with being, in the limelight. But this commercial shit though is a lot for him. I feel like it's a lot for him, so I will say that. Really quickly, I'm gonna get a couple of cards. I want to see how Drake feels about this. I only have a couple minutes left on my timer, but I'm gonna get a couple cards, please. How does Drake feel regarding the Super Bowl halftime show? How did Drake feel now that the Super Bowl halftime show is over? You got the sun in the reverse. Okay, so he's obviously not too happy about it. Page of Wands is showing up. Okay. Oh. Nine of Swords. He's not too happy with this. Nine of Swords. And the Page of Wands is like a messenger, usually of good news. This is not like a childlike energy, okay? Or someone who has something they want to say, they want to speak up. I feel like Drake, he'll probably just be doing like petty little shit online, on Instagram and whatnot, poking fun at it, okay? He's seeing that the people online weren't too fond of the performance either. So, Drake is up to speed. He sees that. But this Nine of Swords, stress, sleepless nights. I'm hearing the word embarrassment. He feels embarrassed. Damn, Ten of Swords. Oof. So yeah, he knows that was the final nail in the coffin with that. I think Drake is glad that this is over with as well. Yes, Kendrick is going on tour, but that's a little bit more intimate. That's not so worldwide, obviously, like the Super Bowl. Damn, Ten of Swords. He's feeling it. And the sun in the reverse. Okay. How is Drake feeling after the Super Bowl performance? Eight of Swords. Wow, you can't make this stuff up. In his head, overthinking, overanalyzing, feeling stuck or feeling trapped. Very insecure. This is like self-victimization mode as well. I mean, honestly, outside of this whole Drake and Kendrick thing, I'm honestly surprised Drake has never done the Super Bowl yet. Why? If anybody knows why he's never done the Super Bowl, like, please feel free to let me know, because I don't know why. I don't think they pay you to do it, but with as big as Drake is supposed to be the hottest thing since sliced bread, right? So it's like, why didn't he do the Super Bowl? Maybe he just didn't want to. I don't know. But I feel like he could have done a great job at the Super Bowl. Nicki Minaj would do a great job at the Super Bowl. But considering who's over there overseeing the Super Bowl halftime show, it'll be a very long time before a Drake or Nicki Minaj could ever do it, until he gets the fuck out of there. Jay-Z, But Drake is not feeling this. Eight of Swords. He got the Tower at the bottom. Damn, I may have to do another reading on Drake or something and see what's going on with him for real. Because, like, you're doing a tour. Why are you all the way in Australia? I don't know when the last time he was in Australia was, but considering last year, you would think that maybe he would do America, but shit, I don't know. Who knows, right? I don't know. Drake is in shambles, essentially, after this Super Bowl performance. King of Wands. Didn't I just say they won't be able, him or Nicki Minaj will not be able to do that until this person, this Sagittarius man, will get out of the way. Okay, King of Wands showing up. Yeah, the Fool, Four Cups. He could have just, I don't know if he's ever gotten an opportunity, or whoever never, I don't know. Because Jay-Z only got over there with the NFL like 2019, 2020. Drake was already big and the hottest thing on earth almost before that. So if he really wanted to do the Super Bowl, I feel like he could have. But I will say, Drake, he makes it look very good. He makes the confidence. I think I want to say his rising sign is a Leo. I really don't remember, but I feel like it is. So he makes it look really good. Like, he's confident. He's doing his thing. He's on tour right now. This is a performer, King of Wands, someone who does, who could be like an artist, okay, a creative. In this case, we know he's a rapper, right? But I feel like he almost has like a lack of confidence here when it comes to his craft. Or I know he's supposed to be dropping a project, I believe, with Is it Party Next Door? I think it's Party Next Door he's dropping an album with soon. But it's like he's not as confident in the music as he once was. But he makes it look like he is. He makes it look very good. I will say that. Wow. What is this? How is Drake feeling? Damn, the Hierophant in the reverse. Okay, so that can talk about like the law or government, courts, people in charge, the higher ups, right? We know that he's in legal proceedings with the higher ups, okay, the UMG. That Hierophant would represent people like that, okay? What's in the reverse? So, why is this here? Page of Swords. Yeah, he's seeing everything that's going on. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse as well. So he's not feeling too good about this, guys. Obviously, you know, if you Drake and you see somebody you can't stand, your arch nemesis on stage calling you out like that, I mean, I wouldn't be too happy about it either. But Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, this is giving me like Drake, obviously he's seeing things. He's seeing everything. He sees what people are saying. It's like gossip as well, surveillance. But I have this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So I don't know if Drake is maybe just not making as much money. I don't know, because those shows out in Australia, they look to be pretty full for the most part. They look like they're having a great time over there. I just feel like maybe Drake is worried about deals or maybe endorsements or other opportunities not coming his way because of, you know, Kendrick being kind of more on the forefront right now. Looks like he's trying to seek out another deal or something elsewhere, but like, you're Drake. You can go independent and you should be fine. I never understood that with him. It's like, again, you're supposed to be the hottest thing since sliced fucking bread. Why don't you just go independent? You paid your label back and stop worrying, stop depending on them. You know, this is giving me like he's looking for another deal, but he could be having a hard time with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, or another deal as big as what he had or bigger, and it's just not working out. Is kind of what I'm getting here from him. He might as well just go independent and make it work for himself. Shit, if someone like a Tory Lanez can make it work for him going independent, then so can you, Drake. You know, like, you don't need the machine behind you. I just don't think, again, he lacks confidence of some sort. Not that he can't do it. It just seems like internally, a King of Wands or Queen of Wands is usually an independent person. So I'm surprised he hasn't, you know, gone independent. But anyway, I'm going to leave this reading here. I hope that you guys resonated with this. I hope that it was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.